Let's go ahead and take a look at our forecast as we round out the ending of this winter season. I didn't know about biochar until today, and I found out that it's like the black gold for agriculture. 34 companies here today, but there was still a low turnout among students. It's just easily crinkling into my hand. I tell you, it's amazing how dry this leaf really is. They are not experiencing the same warm weather that we are. Find out how this machine could potentially reverse global warming. Extreme makeover has hit the streets of Athens. Well, sort of. This month's project is to prep this bed for a winter vegetable garden. Students talk with different companies in hopes of finding a job or an internship in landscaping, water conservation, and farming.
I enjoy it when we can find someone with a farm background because that helps identify with our customers. Our customers are the farmers, and if they can identify with a farmer and they know that background and understand his livelihood and appreciate the farmer, that's one of the things we look for.
Some companies say finding the right person for the job is the key.
It's like a football team. If they're good, I'll hire them whether I need them or not right now, put them on the bench and train them because of our future growth plans. We like to go ahead and be cultivating our future leaders.
Some of the companies believe that even during this tough economy, some businesses are thriving.
The ag industry as a whole is typically more robust and is moving along a little better than most other industries. And right now the ag industry is actually doing very well.
And that's more than what some other industries can say. There are 34 companies here today, but there was still a low turnout among students. But out of the business that I talked to, they said that their businesses are soaring. The agricultural business may be doing well now, but some students are unsure about the future.
I feel the horticulture industry, with like environmental stress, like the drought and watering ban and things like that, they've been hit by that in addition to the recession.
But don't be discouraged because companies are saying,
we're hiring.
We're hiring.
We're hiring.
The economic turmoil isn't stopping companies from looking for bright, intelligent students to add to their companies. Yashanti Ransom, News Source 15. As materials fly into the burner, out comes biochar. Biochar is a charcoal produced from biomass that can store carbon. And that's the key, storing carbon. UGA research engineer Brian Bibbins looks for different ways to apply biochar for agriculture, odor control, or even using it as a fuel. This material is made by a process called pyrolysis. Pyrolysis is, well, I'll let the professional tell you.
Basically, in the absence of oxygen, and you heat it up to such an intensity that it causes the molecules to crack and vaporize. And what you get left behind with is this carbon structure that we call biochar.
In layman's terms,
taking carbon out of the atmosphere and putting it into the soil.
Brian loads the carbonizer with biomass and the biochar making begins. At about 1,000 degrees Fahrenheit, the materials are cooked and turned into renewable goods such as crude oil. You can find things in your backyard to make biochar. Today, we're using wood chips. One of the reasons that biochar is so promising is that it has the potential to reverse global warming. Biochar is placed into soil, and the soil acts like an enormous carbon pool. It keeps carbon trapped, reducing carbon emissions in the atmosphere. Biochar sounds like a great plan for saving our planet, but
The problem with biomass is that the energy density of biomass is really low, and so it doesn't really make it economical to use it as an energy source.
even though biochar isn't economically usable here in the U.S. yet, it's being successfully applied in Africa. Recess. It's the time of day almost every student looks forward to. Some students at Barrow Elementary are giving up their 20 minutes of recess to engage in volunteer work. It's called Alternative Recess, and it takes place on the third Wednesday of every month. Mimi Elliott Gower oversees the program and says students have responded well so far.
It's amazing because what can't happen with one or two people or in 20 minutes over the course of a day we've had 200 students average sign up to work, and that's a lot of hours of work. We can get a lot of work done.
Past projects include weeding and organizing bookshelves. This month's project is to prep this bed for a winter vegetable garden. Even though this month's project can be a little dirty, students still chose to skip recess in hopes of making a difference. Why did you choose to come rake all this dirt instead of go play on the playground?
Well, I don't know. It just helps out the school and makes the school look better. And I drive by this part every day, and sometimes it just doesn't look very good.
Many students still find a way to have fun while working, but there are those who can't bring themselves to give up their recess time. You've never done it? You always come and play?
Yeah.
Why don't you want to go do the alternative recess?
Because I want to play with my friends.
Barrow Elementary wants to keep the program going for as long as possible and hopes the students will continue to participate. Yashanti Ransom, News Source 15. The show opened up with one of the groups from UGA, With Someone Else's Money. This group was founded in 2001 and will soon appear in a Ben Folds video. But that didn't help them here. With Someone Else's Money finished third in this competition. The group all the way from Texas, representing Rice University, placed second in the tournament and will advance in the competition. The first and second place groups will be named quarterfinal champion and runner-up. They will then move to the semifinal, and if they win the semifinal, off to New York City, where they will face winning groups from all over the country. The last group to perform, but definitely didn't finish last, was the UGA's Accidentals. They took first place and will be headed to the region semifinal. The Accidentals worked hard to put their piece together, but was this a shocking win?
We really wanted this victory. The shock, we were glad we got it. You always want the best for your own team, but yeah, we were pretty surprised. We were relieved most of all.
The Accidentals have recorded an album that will soon hit stores at the end of this semester. Yashanti Ransom, News Source 15.